Now, the National Assembly was this morning discussing bills by various members, including a constitutional amendment bill by Kiminini MP Chris Wamalwa, which seeks to change the election date from August to December, pretty much reverting to where it was before. Kennedy Murezi now joins us live from Parliament. And Kennedy, was this seeming to get some support, or is it having most of the MPs against it?
Well, thank you very much, Dan Mwangi, from there in studio. And yes, does it need support? Yes, it does need support. Has it gotten support yet? It is 50-50, judging from what happened on the floor of the House today. Judging from the comments that were coming from the floor of the House, members of Parliament contributing to this matter, some of them were against this move to change the election date, while others were actually for it. And the arguments for this particular matter, for changing the election date from August to December, is the fact that in December, more Kenyans are on holiday, and thus people can have even an opportunity to go up country and probably exercise their vote. There were even people who are recommending that probably it is time that we made voting mandatory in this country. So it is a discussion that has not started now, Dan. It is a conversation that started even in the 11th Parliament, but since it had lapsed, that matter has been brought forth today. And in our efforts to speak to the mover of that motion, that is Chris Wamalwa, he is arguing that it is not a matter that requires referendum. Yet some of the people whom we are speaking to, including lawyers, are of the opinion that this matter might actually even require a referendum. In his argument to try and say that it does not require a referendum is the fact that they are not changing, or they are not altering the period for which the president is going to be in power. They are just seeking to alter from the second Tuesday of August to the third Monday of December, and thus he argues that it does not need a referendum per se. But there are those who are arguing that probably you will be extending the term of the president. Remember that the president was elected in August. But according to Chris Wamalwa, who also spoke to us off-cuff, he's arguing that the president was sworn in December. Thus, it will not change and it will not alter as you go into 2022. But that is just one matter, and we'll be seeking clarification more as we'll be giving Kenyans a story later in the evening. Then there is the other matter that has been discussed, and through a press conference that had been organized by Nandi Hills Member of Parliament Alfred Keter and his counterpart from Moiben, Silas Tiren, with a host of other members of Parliament, and they are questioning the reluctance in which the government has delayed in disbursing payments to farmers, that is maize farmers in the North Rift. And his arguments are, the government said that they had already done the checks and everything, and it was ready for disbursing these monies from Monday this week. What has happened? Are farmers being taken for a ride again? And their argument is, if the government has stalled even in releasing these funds with respect to their word or last week that monies will already start to be disbursed, what is taking them so long? And that press conference, they are saying that the government, including even the president, is not serious when it comes to maize farmers, and it is time that they changed their attitude with regards to that. Another matter that came on the floor of the House is the establishment of, or declaring unemployment as a national disaster. It is a question, or it is a bill, it is a motion that had been brought in by the Member of Parliament for Mathare, that is Anthony Oloch, and he is seeking that the government set up a youth fund whereby the youth can be accessing money from the national government, and then they will be getting into business in an effort to address the unemployment numbers that we have. For him to seek that it be declared a national disaster, it means that the numbers have gone up so far or so much that it is time that the government used another approach. These are just some of the matters that are being discussed in Parliament, and whether they will be conclusively reached at is another matter. With regards to the Chris Wamalwa bill, he needs 2/3 support. In the last time he was trying to discuss it, he only fell short of 6 members to get 233. Whether this time, whether he'll be second time lucky is only a matter that we can wait for, Dan. in studio.
Thank you very much, Kenny Murray, for that comprehensive brief of what's been happening. And also what's been happening in that Parliament is that the Powers and Privileges Committee has completed its witness session with Nyeri Woman Rep Rehab Mukami. This is in regards to the allegations of bribery of MPs during the sugar report. And Vincent Odor shall be giving us the details later on.